today I just thought I would do a little weight loss surgery Q&A on both YouTube Live and TikTok Live while I sit here and have my lunch. I'm having my lunch from Tuna Poke. I got a salad bowl with some spicy tuna, some pickled cucumbers, ginger, salmon, shrimp, the whole nine. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's just a little weight loss surgery chats and lunch. So go ahead and drop your questions while I munch on my lunch. Make sure y'all tapping that screen so that the live can go out to whoever who needs it. Welcome into the live. Hey, Z, what is your actual name? So you changed your username. I don't want to keep calling you Miss Lady Z. Okay. Zadia? Did I say that right? I want to at least try before I just go for the easier method. Zadia? Welcome into the live, everyone. We're just chatting all things weight loss surgery, fitness, all of that while I sit here and munch on my lunch. Hey, Desiree, how are you? I'm wearing a white sweater and I have red sauce here, so you're 3 months post-op and you're starting to lose your hair. Ooh, I feel for you, girl. I feel for you. I started losing my hair at the 2.5 month mark. My hair is doing pretty good though now. I feel like it's doing pretty good. I'm at the point where I want to put tension on it via braids, especially with summer coming. So we'll see, because I haven't put any tension on my hair because I was told to just like not put any type of like tight ponytails or tension on your hair, especially when it's actively falling out. But it stopped falling out at the 7 month mark and it really started growing back at the 9 month mark, and now I'm 13 months post-op. So I think my hair is strong enough to handle it. We'll see. Callie, you start your pre-op liquid diet or your pre-op diet today. What type of pre-op diet do they have you on? Because I was on a 2-week liquid diet. I can't tell if it's regular hair loss or not because I always lose hair in the shower when I brush. So something that I can, the ways that I could tell that it's not regular hair loss or just hair loss versus breakage. Let's talk about that first. So, you know, we may have hair that's breaking off, and then we may have actual hair loss. So the way you can determine if it's hair loss versus breakage is when your especially when your hair is dry. I feel like it's easier to make this determination when it's dry. Look at your actual hair strands. If there's a white bulb next to, like at the very end, which either end, then that's actual hair loss that's coming from your scalp. It's not breakage. So that's one. That's how you can determine if your hair is just breaking or if it's hair loss. And then start paying attention. You may not have paid attention before how much hair loss like you had on a normal, but if it's going to be bad, then you will recognize the increase of hair loss you'll have. So maybe if, especially if it just started, you probably won't see a difference now, because when my hair started falling out at the 2.5 mark after weight loss surgery, I really didn't catch the difference until it was like full blown coming out about 4.5, 5 months post-op. And 5 months post-op is when I did my big chop. And I can really tell how badly my hair was falling out. I mean, I would run my hands through my hair after combing it out already. I will run my hands through my hair and I'm still having hair falling out. So I hope it doesn't get to the point to where you feel like you'll have to cut your hair, anything like that. But that's just my body's natural reaction to stress. Because when I had my second child, I had postpartum hair loss, and then COVID, I had hair loss. So I already knew it was going to be bad after weight loss surgery. I'm just glad that it's finally growing back. Yeah, stop putting your hair in tight types of hairstyles. That will help ease the tension that's actually on your scalp. I have a YouTube video up on my hair loss and the different tips and tricks that I did to at least help slow it down. If your hair is going to come out, it's going to come out. But my YouTube is in my bio, and I show y'all all of the products that I use. I still use all of those products to this day, the shampoos, the conditioners, all that stuff. I talk about like the importance of staying on top of your protein, staying on top of your vitamins. And I'm pretty sure I talk about like black tea rinses, because black tea is supposed to help minimize your hair shedding coming from your scalp, and like rosemary water and rosemary oil. So check that YouTube video out. So Callie, you're on a 2-week diet. That's 2 protein shakes with a high protein, low carb meal. It seems like a lot of people's pre-op diet is that. It's either like you have the full blown liquid diet, or they're letting you have like 2 protein shakes in a high type of protein meal. I don't know if I would have had enough self-control with my big girl stomach to handle that type of pre-op diet. I think I just needed to stick with like straight liquids. Zaadia. Okay. I think I still butchered it. Some of your locks are starting to break off. Oh my God. So I get this question a lot when I talk about hair loss from people who have locks, sister locks, all that stuff. And I'm like, you know, there are people obviously who's had weight loss surgery and has some form of locks, but I don't know, like from the people that I've seen, none of them really are complaining about hair loss or lock loss during their weight loss surgery journey. You're the first that's actually said anything. So talk about that on your page, because I know you're doing your content. Talk about that on your page, because people are looking for those answers. Talk about it a lot. 6 weeks post-op and your mental struggle is real bad. Past 2 weeks, no loss, only 24 pounds since February 26th. Okay, Monique, so look at it this way, because I understand the position that you're in, especially when it comes to dealing with the mental part of it. We and I can only reflect on this now that I'm a year post-op, but we all definitely expect to have rapid weight loss after weight loss surgery. And of course, like we did something major to lose weight. But recognize that you're only 6 weeks post-op. You're probably still moving through the different food stages. Like for me, I had the 2-week liquid diet, the 2-week puree, the 2 week soft food, and then finally got to solids foods. And then as the weeks increase, my appetite and how much I can get in increase. So there is a window of like a good 3 months that your body just needs a break because there's so many changes that's going on. Think about the quality and the amount of food you're getting in. Of course, as you move up, you're going to start stalling. Stalling is so natural on this weight loss surgery journey, especially in the very beginning, because you're moving through the different food stages. Of course, solid food is going to weigh more and put more in your body and in your stomach and in your intestines than liquids. Liquids is just straight going through. Now you're probably on the soft food, maybe even solids by now. You're definitely holding on to some of that food as your body is breaking down those nutrients and all that stuff again like it's supposed to. So yeah, you may not see some change in the scale, but here's the thing that my weight loss surgery clinic shared with us, and I tell it to everyone. If you're only tracking your weight by the scale, you're doing your own self a disservice, because that scale is not your friend. It's really not. You need to find other ways to track your weight loss. So I track my weight loss with 4 ways. Of course, the scale. Doing my measurements. So I get a body tape. I tape my neck, my chest, my arms, my waist, my hips, my thighs, my calves, like all of it from top to bottom. And I do that month to month. I pay attention to my before and after pictures and videos and my clothing sizes. Now, of course, those 3 are going to be the slowest things, but it's going to be the thing that tells you that you're actually losing fat, because we do have the body, the scale, and it's just telling you everything. It's telling you how much you weigh, but it's not telling you that you're losing inches and now you're actually leaning out. So yeah, that scale is probably showing the same number, but if you're not paying attention to your inches, then you might not even realize your body fat percentage is going down. And if you're not taking pictures and looking at those before and after, then you can't realize that you actually are getting leaner and tighter and smaller. So I really tell people to stay off that scale for the first 3 months after weight loss surgery. Like, it's not going to do you any good to get on that scale. You might be one of those people who are like me. I dropped majority of my weight in the first 6 months of my weight loss surgery journey. I dropped 70 pounds. But since 6 months post-op, I've only lost 15 pounds. And I'm 13 months post-op. So that means that's only 15 pounds in 7 months. If I relied on the scale, I would be driving myself crazy. I would be doing very toxic things like pouch resets and all that stuff, and really killing my mental health. But the 6 month mark, because I know you brought up the mental struggle, the six month mark is also when I decided to start journaling. I just started to journal my feelings because I felt myself going out of control, because that scale does own me sometimes. And so I had to figure out, for me to be, and I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. I am going to answer all of y'all questions in a minute, but this is just so important. I had to really start digging in and doing the mental work to figure out what was my correlation between an unsuccessful journey and my relationship with food, my relationship with fitness, my relationship with diet culture, my relationship with it all. What got me to be overweight in the first place? And that's when I started journaling and kind of just like relaxed on the scale and really started paying attention to my inches and my clothing sizes and my before and after pictures. And even though I've only lost 15 pounds, I went from a size 12 to a size 6. I went from a size extra large to a size comfortably medium in my tops and my bottoms. I can like literally tell the difference in my body and in my face, because I've been recording my entire journey for you guys on these social media networks and stuff. And so it looks to me like I've lost way more weight than 15 pounds because I'm paying attention to everything else. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I decided to create my own weight loss surgery journals for you guys, to help you through the mental part of this journey, so that you can start really digging in and tapping in to the reasons why you got to where you got to in the first place. Because something I realized on a weight loss surgery journey, or any weight loss journey, the mental part is the hardest part, and it's the part that honestly matters the most, so that you can not have a sucky time while you're trying to lose weight, but also so that you can figure out your issues, so you can come up with the game plan so you won't gain your weight back To me, it doesn't matter what method you use to lose your weight. You can gain your weight back if you don't figure out what got you there in the first place. So I hope my little tangent helped. Now let me scroll up. Let me scroll back up. See, a lot of people are talking about Z. A lot of people are talking about losing locks, their edges. My edges came out really badly. Um, Gabby, your 5 days post-op, congratulations. You feel okay, just tired. Yeah, that first week, I feel like I slept. I know for sure I slept for those first 4 days like straight. If my alarm wasn't going off to get my water and my vitamins, my protein, I would sleep. Hey, Connie. Thanks for listening in. Hope work is going good for you. Hey, Amanda. No, I haven't received my GLP-1s yet. I receive it, I believe, Thursday. Yes, stay off that scale. Stay off that scale. 40 pounds since January 10th. Congratulations. Yes, you're welcome, Monique. You're welcome. Like, this is why I do what I do. Like, at first, my pages was just an accountability page for me, but now, like, I understand the platform that I have, and I want to be able to help as many of you guys as I can based off of my own personal experience. Like, I feel like if I had this advice while I was going through my weight loss surgery journey that first year, I feel like I just would have had a better time, and I really would have been able to appreciate my journey a little bit better. So to just help y'all appreciate where you're at, because at the end of the day, even though you've only lost, and I hate using that word only, because think of it this way, you've only lost 24 pounds, but when is the last time you lost 24 pounds and kept it off? And kept it off. Like, a lot of us, and even me, I've lost 60 pounds, 80 pounds, and 60 pounds 3 different times in the last 13 years. I've been overweight, never kept it off. This is the first time in my life that I have lost 104 pounds and have been able to keep it off. I'm not weighing myself. I didn't even weigh or tape myself for the month of April. I'm going to do it this week. But I haven't weighed or taped myself. I haven't been tracking my calories. I know that I have no issues with getting my protein in, so I don't even count that anymore. Like, I don't even obsess with everything anymore because I've just healed my relationship with food and fitness. And I feel like I want a lot of y'all to get there sooner than I did. I got there just this year. January and February is when I finally got comfortable to let the control go. And I've been just fine. I've been sitting at 183 just fine. And so I want y'all to get there sooner than I got there. And so if I can tell y'all everything that I've learned to help you get there sooner, then I did my job. And I'm on both TikTok and YouTube. There's comments coming in on YouTube. So give me a second, y'all. I'm going to get caught up. Did biotin help with hair shed? I'm not 100% sure if it helped, but I wasn't chancing it, and I definitely stayed on top of my biotin. I took 10,000 micrograms, MCGs, every day, and I still do every single day. But again, my hair loss is just also my body's natural reaction to to stress, period. And so like I said, if you watch that YouTube video of the hair loss, like, I use all the shampoos, conditioners. I don't do the black tea rinse anymore just because I'm lazy, but sometimes I'll pull it out. Plus my hair's been growing back, but I still stay on top of my vitamins and all that stuff. And I would not want to know what my hair would look like if I didn't do those things. So I can't tell you if it helped, but I don't even want to know what it would look like if I didn't do those things. You get what I'm trying to say? Surgery got pushed back to September. Now I'm sad and eating emotionally. No, Melissa, don't. I understand. I 100% understand how excited you was to get your surgery and to start this, new journey, and how September is a very long time away. It definitely feels like it's a very long time away. And so I do want you to acknowledge your feelings and feel how you feel. It is 100% okay to feel, frustrated, disappointed, let down. It's 100% okay to feel that way and allow yourself to feel that way. But you can't stay in that feeling, and you have to choose a better way to go about feeling those feelings. Because I don't know about you, but for my surgical clinic, we didn't have to lose weight before weight loss surgery, but we couldn't gain weight. So I want you to keep that in mind if your surgical clinic has like some type of stipulation like that. You don't want to be overly eating and now you gain 10, 20 pounds by September, and it's not something you can quickly work off. Like 5 pounds, okay, but like you don't want to go crazy and now they pushed it back or canceled it because they feel like you're not taking it serious because you gain all this weight in a certain amount of time. So that's something to think about. But just as an overall lifestyle change, because that's something I dealt with. I dealt with emotional eating, no matter what the emotion is. And so if I was in your shoes, I would definitely be eating. I 100% would definitely be eating. And so just try to focus on the journey ahead. It is not, what's that quote? It's minor setback for a major comeback. Something like that. But this is it's just a minor setback. It's a minor setback. You're going to get your surgery. So right now, just focus on incorporating the things that you have to do now to keep your weight loss going even after weight loss surgery. So start thinking about different exercises that you will want to do right now after weight loss surgery, and start doing it now. So if that's just simply walking, then just simply walk. Start doing the smart swaps now. Like instead of having regular soda, do diet, regular juice, do the low calorie stuff. Like switch those things out now. And look, I'm going to be real with you, because you may hear all this and still be like, I still want to emotionally eat. If you're going to, be smart about it. So like I just said, like if you feel like I just want to eat my feelings away, then do it with low calorie stuff at least, because I know how it feels. I know how it feels. So at least be smart about it. You get what I'm saying? Let me come back down to TikTok. Who's hosting Berry Sisters? Mamiana. We have the topics. We've been having an issue with the Berry Sisters page, like adding us to it. I need to text the girls. And I'm the one who's responsible for making the flyers, and I have not made it. That as soon as I get off live, I'm gonna text the girls and ask them about who's hosting it, and I'm gonna make the flyer. Thank you for holding me accountable. If y'all don't know, I do a weekly live every Wednesday night with Clara and Bree, who also had weight loss surgery, here on TikTok. We do it every Wednesday night at 5:30 Pacific. Bring you good vibes, good conversation, and all that stuff. So I'm going to get that flyer out to you, girl. I'm going to. Let me get caught up real quick. My surgery, my sleeve is scheduled for 9 a.m. Is the 10th tomorrow? I think that's tomorrow. I haven't been paying attention when I'm not at work, I do not pay attention to the dates, but congratulations either way. Any tips for the pre-op diet? I'm currently doing it now. Your surgery is in 3 weeks. So it depends. What type of pre-op diet are you on? I was on a 2-week liquid diet. I do not recommend y'all start y'all diet before you're supposed to. So if they say only 2 weeks, don't be like, oh, I'm gonna do it for 3. I wanna slowly ease my way into, don't do it. It's not for weight loss. It is to shrink your liver. Unless they tell you something different, then listen to your surgeon. But don't do the most thinking, I just want to start it early so that I can just lose a couple of more pounds. The weight loss is going to happen either way. It's going to happen. So that's first and foremost. Second, think about the journey that's ahead. Like that 2-week liquid diet was super hard for me. I had a full liquid diet and it was super hard. And yes, I talk about this all the time. I did cheat during my 2-week liquid diet. I cheated with a small thing of broccoli. It was like a toddler size plate. a toddler size bowl, just like this actually, of broccoli and boneless skinless chicken thigh. That was day 4. And then about day 6, it was very lean ground beef and broccoli. And it's crazy to say protein and broccoli is cheating, but it was. And so I just try to think of it like this way, because I've done videos like this before and people get in my comments and be like, I cheated, I had a 20-piece nugget every single day and nothing happened. You're lucky that nothing happened to you when you cheated on your liquid diet, but they give us these diets for a reason, to keep us and them safe. Do you know how guilty I would feel knowing that I only cheated with this small thing, but God forbid if I did have a complication, it's because or linked to I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And even if they say, it's just a random thing, I would still be thinking about that in the back of my head, like, damn, I had 2 meals. What if that contributed to, you don't know until you there on the table and you made it out. And so I just think of it that way, like, have a little discipline, better than I did. Think about the time that's going forward. It's a time limit. It's 2 weeks, it's 3 weeks, it's 4 weeks. No matter what it is, it's going to come to an end eventually. You'll go through your food stages and eventually you will be able to eat solid foods. You will be able to eat more foods and tolerate the foods and all that stuff. Don't focus so much about the food. Focus on the task at hand, and it will be over before you know it. Stay busy, not too busy to where you're expending out too much energy, but stay busy or go to sleep, because that's what helped me. I stayed busy or I just went to sleep. Tomorrow will be a week and I feel defeated. Today was so emotional for me and I don't know why. Sylvia, talk to us. Tell us why. I mean, I know you just said I don't know why, but is it just all of the changes? Is it the fact that you can't eat? Like, what is going on exactly? How do you get your protein in? Brandy, it depends on what stage you're in after weight loss surgery. So for me, I've never had an issue with getting my protein in from the very beginning. I've always been able to get my calories in, my protein in. I was never nauseous. I was never vomiting. So that's one. That's just the way my body reacted to weight loss surgery, though. I label myself as just fine and normal because, excuse me, I was just eating. Because I don't have these reactions that everyone else talks about. So one, that's what made getting my protein in easier for me, just because I wasn't sick. Two, I did little tips and tricks because I didn't know that was going to be my reaction. So I planned it from the very beginning. I knew I was going to be on a 2-week liquid diet after my procedure. So I got pretty much 14 bottles of the Fairlife Core Power Elite protein shakes. Those, they're in the black bottle. And they have 42 grams of protein in, and it's only a 14-ounce bottle. Of course, you're not going to be able to chug 14 ounces like that. Like, people get freaked out and think, oh, your body can't absorb 42 grams of protein that quickly. It's going to go to waste. No, it's not, because I'm spreading that 14-ounce bottle over like 6 hours. I can only drink 4 to 6 ounces at a time per hour. So I'm splitting that bottle up. Once I'm done with that bottle, I know to myself, okay, I got 42 ounces of protein in. Then what I did was to get, because my bare minimum was 60 grams of protein. So what I did after that was, there's like Isopure. They have the protein water, the powdered one, because I don't like the prepackaged one. I like the powdered one. So I would mix that with my water. And it's 20 grams of protein. And I would do that in another like 12 ounces, 16 ounces, and have that for the next 6 hours. Boom, I hit my 60 grams of protein right then and there. But like I said, I never had an issue with getting my protein in. So I always shot above my minimum. The way I also did that was doing bone broth, not like the soupy one where it's only 1 gram of protein per serving. No, get bone broth, because bone broth has 10 grams of protein per serving. I would sip on bone broth throughout the day as well. That's additional protein. So those were the little things, especially in the very beginning, that I did to meet my protein goals. And I have a video on my YouTube channel of how I got my protein and water, and I'm showing y'all different products I use. From there, like, as I was able to eat more, I started to transition from drinking my protein to actually eating my protein, because what I found was, for me, I was always very hungry after weight loss surgery. I don't feel like I ever lost that hunger cue. I don't feel like my appetite ever decreased. And I think I made it worse by still relying on protein shakes 6, 7, 8 months after weight loss surgery. I was able to tolerate food. I should have been eating my protein. And I wish my registered dietitian told me this sooner. I didn't find this out from her until January. So I was 10 months post-op. And that's when I started eating my protein. And I finally felt like, oh, eating my protein and eating my fiber and not using those fiber supplements made me full. And I finally was losing weight again because I stalled out really badly. And all those things. So the moment you're able to eat more, stop drinking your protein shakes and start actually eating your food, start actually eating your fiber, and it will make things a lot better for you. I'm on a 2-week diet now, day 5. I have 2 more, then I have 1 meal, then Friday I start all liquids. Yes, if I'm hungry. Yes, go to sleep if you're hungry. Thanks so much, because I'm 5 weeks post-op and I've been stuck the last 2 weeks. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're 1 year of the switch, weight loss surgery. Congratulations, 80 pounds down. Yes. Lazy says the girl who created a weight ass. Whoa, what did I miss, Amanda? What's tea? That's how my program was. I couldn't gain, but also didn't lose either. Because y'all know I get on tangents, and I don't, we don't like bad vibes. So if I miss something, let me know. How can I fix it? When does it get better? When does what get better? I'm late to live, but I'm scared I'm going to lose too much weight. I'm 265 now. 5'9", don't want to be under 180. Honestly, I wish I had those. No, I don't wish I had those problems. Your body is going to know when to stop. And some people do talk about losing too much weight, and now they had to kind of gain weight after weight loss surgery, which is a whole, like, mind trip in itself. So I hope you're still in contact with, like, your doctors and your registered dietitian, because if you start, especially like for me, we had it set up to where we had appointments like that was very scheduled. So 2 weeks post-op, 1 month post-op, 3 months post-op, 6 months post-op, a year post-op, and then every year after we had scheduled appointments, but we can always go to our clinic if we need to. So if you're already at your goal weight or getting close to your goal weight and it's going like even lower and you don't know when your body's going to stop, I would not advise you to start eating whatever and try to gain weight on your own. No. I would advise you to go to your doctors and your registered dietitian, see what internally is going on in your body, get your blood work, all that stuff, and let them know, like, you're still rapidly losing weight. You're still losing weight, period. You don't want to lose any more weight. It doesn't seem like it's stopping. Once they can see internally what your body is doing, then they can come up with a game plan for you to safely gain weight again. So if you're noticing that, it's just coming off too fast, or you're lower than what you want, rely on your healthcare professionals and don't try to gain weight on your own. I've been so irritable. I've never been like that. I cried. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's the hormones, but I also feel like, and I'm just speaking for myself here when I say this, I didn't realize how strong of a connection my emotions had with food. And so, especially at the very beginning of your weight loss surgery journey, you realize that you can't even eat certain things anymore. Especially that early on. 2, you can't even eat as much as you used to before, especially very early on. So my 2 major problems was taken away from me immediately. 1, I'm an emotional eater and I'll eat anything. 2, I overeat. And so when those 2 things were taken away from me, I really like, that's honestly when like it started to bubble over. All of the emotions really started to bubble over, and I didn't even recognize what was going on and what it was. But what it was you're so used to dealing with your emotions, your issues, and all that stuff. Don't even know it. You probably don't even know that you're doing this, but you're so used to dealing with life with food. And now weight loss surgery has taken that away from you. But guess what? Life is still lifing. Life is still going on. And so you don't have your normal coping mechanism. You haven't even realized that was your coping mechanism to develop new ways. So now you're freaking out. Now your mind is like going everywhere. And so recognize that, sit in that and recognize that. And if you have to get a referral to like, a therapist or whatever, do that. Because what you don't want to do is finally get to the point where you can tolerate food again and start making bad choices because you're back to dealing with your emotions with food. You get what I'm saying? Best ways to get protein in on the puree stage. Next week, I start the stage. Sierra girl, I know you've been in my live before. Maybe you haven't heard me say this, but the puree stage was my absolute worst stage. I honestly did not know what to eat. I did not know what to eat during the puree stage. Like, it was the suckiest stage for me. I honestly went back to liquids, and I also kind of advanced myself to soft foods and just really chewed my food really, really well. But if you get in on YouTube or the search bar and TikTok and just type in weight loss surgery puree recipes, I know more and more people are showing their journey now from like the early stages. I know you can find a couple of recipes out there, but I'm so sorry. I'm not a good help because the puree stage was just it was not a good time for me. Your surgery was yesterday, Dama. Congratulations. Oh, I'm so happy my videos can help. I really, 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 really am. My doctor never gave, wait, where'd it go? Oh, my doctor never gave me a protein goal. How much protein should I intake 8 months post-op? So I'm not sure, Antoinette, but I can only tell you what my clinic gave to us. So they said bare minimum 60 grams of protein for women, 70 grams of protein for men. Of course, that started to increase the further out we got, but they never even told us how much more to increase it at. And so now, 13 months post-op, I'm averaging a good 150 grams of protein every day. But even at about 8 months post-op, I was sitting comfortably at 100 grams of protein. I think a few things will determine this, like you're working out and like how active you are, because I knew I was super active and I was also weight training. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I was up in my protein. Plus at that stage, again, I was super hungry during that stage because I was still relying on protein drinks. So that in itself made me up my protein because I'm also eating my protein, but I'm also drinking my protein. But I'm saying all that to say, me upping my protein did not make me gain any weight. So play around with it a bit. My minimum was 60, but I played around with my protein. I played around with my fat. I played around with my carbs, specifically eating my fiber because fiber is coming from the carbs. So I played around with the macros and the calories a little bit, especially depending on how much energy I was pushing out. I'm 11 weeks out from the sleeve, down 45 pounds. What type of things do you eat to get your fiber? So the things that I eat now to get my fiber in, I do all of the things that's pretty much labeled keto or low carb. And it's not because I'm on a low carb diet. It's because those things have more fiber in it. So the mission wraps are good. That early on, 11 weeks post-op, I know I did videos 11 weeks post-op. The mission ones have like those 25 small street taco type of wraps. Those have 7 grams of fiber, so I would do that. Now I can do the bigger ones. So I do that. Like the 70 calorie ones have like 15 grams of fiber in it. I do the low carb pasta. Let me show y'all it. Give me 1 second. So I'm able to tolerate pasta just fine. So I eat this brand right here. It's called Carbe Diem. It's protein pasta, but it's also high in fiber. So if you ever go to the store and pick up protein pasta, this has better macros than all of the ones that it has in the store because I used to eat the ones in the store. So for a serving of this, it's 110 calories. It's 40 grams of fiber, but it's 40 grams of carbs, but it's 24 grams of fiber. And then it has 8 grams of protein. So now I feed my family this because it tastes normal. It cooks normal. Like now I feed my family this so that they can also get their fiber in. But take a screenshot. You can go to the Carbe Diem website or on Amazon. I do have it linked in my Amazon store under food and nutrition. But things like this, now I'm able to eat ramen, and I found a macro-friendly ramen. I also have that linked in my Amazon store cart, but there's options out there that's both protein and fiber packed. So really, as you're going grocery shopping, and I love going grocery shopping in the morning because I'm a slow shopper. I like to look on what's on the shelves. Specifically, I like to look at the food labels. So get comfortable with reading your food labels. Get comfortable with understanding a food label. And I did a video earlier this year on YouTube about how to read a food label, how to track your food, how to track your calories, how to weigh your food. Like I talk about, is a very detailed video if you want to understand nutrition at a basic level. So, and I've been dieting for 13 years, so I have a pretty good understanding of nutrition and how it works if you want to meet certain goals. But I browse the shelves. I always look for new products, and I look at the food label, and I'm like, okay, this is lower in calorie. This has protein in it. The fat is not crazy. It's high in carb, but oh, let me look at the dietary fiber. The dietary fiber is 24. Cool. So get comfortable with reading the food labels. Okay. I was like, wait, let's see. Any tips on aftercare with the incisions and scarring? So I had 5 incisions. 4 of them was closed with like the glue, the surgery glue, and one of them had the steri strips on it. My clinic said not to, I could get them wet actually, but I couldn't get them soapy. So what they told me, they sent me home with an antibacterial soap. So they said, when you're washing your body, like pretty much take your washcloth and like drizzle it over your incisions and then rinse it off. That way, the antibacterial stuff is kind of washing over it, but don't like take your actual washcloth or your hand and rub on your incisions. And then dry them off. And I never, I like went into it thinking I was going to use scar cream. Specifically, I think it's called Scar Away, the silicone one. I was gonna use it, but then I'm like, I'm gonna get a tummy tuck anyway. I don't even care about these scars. Like, to be honest, I don't care about these scars. So I never actually use any creams on my belly to try to lighten my scars. Let me show y'all what my scars look like. I was supposed to do an updated video of my scars, but like, I'm obviously Black, as y'all can see, and so I suffer from hyperpigmentation. So anything that happens on my body immediately just gets darker. So these little dots are the 4 incisions, and then this little line, that's where they actually pulled my stomach out of. And I've had 2 kids, so I also have stretch marks or whatever. But yeah, I mean, eventually it'll lighten up, but by then I most likely may have a tummy tuck and still won't care. Um, there it goes. Okay. Do you go through many thoughts of regret? So Daisy, I've actually never had that regret feeling. I never had that regret feeling or that buyer's remorse feeling. And I think that's because a couple of things. One, I was so sick and tired of being overweight. And when I decided to have weight loss surgery, this was in 2022, like November, December of 2022. I knew I did everything that I could to lose weight. Again, I've lost 60, 80, and 60 pounds 3 times in my life, and I could not keep that weight off. So used to I understand nutrition. I know how it works with the body. I know how to work out. I used to be in the military. Like I understand all of that. but I just could not keep the weight off. And so in 2022 is when my health really started to like go crazy. Like my joints was hurting so badly. My feet were hurt so badly. I worked in the ER and I'm on my feet. It hurt so badly. My knees would blow up. My high blood pressure really got to a point where it was giving me headaches, like because my blood pressure was pretty much 190 over 110, like it was super high. They finally put me on medication for it, and I was just done being overweight. So once I made the decision to have weight loss surgery, I was full throttle. I was full throttle. I believed in it. I knew that that was pretty much going to be the thing that helped me. Plus, my surgery, my pre-surgery journey was not long. It was only 8 weeks. So I didn't really have too much time to really think about the risk. I knew the risk, but I didn't have time to sit and think about it. And then once I actually had my surgery, I was not having a bad time. I never suffered from nausea, vomiting. I always able to get my protein in. I would have to force myself to get my water in, but I never had too much pain. I had terrible gas pain, but it was not the things that I went through was never anything that made me say, I hate this. And that was just my body's reaction to weight loss surgery. So what I find is people who regret their surgery journey in the beginning, it's because they're having a hard time with it. And so I unfortunately cannot relate because I didn't have a hard time, but I can see if I did have a hard time, I probably would have been hating it too. 1 month from my surgery today. I'm nervous and excited. Congratulations, Katie. What are your thoughts on GLP-1s for weight loss? I'm so glad you brought that up, Kodak Brown Bear. I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm actually going to be starting GLP-1s. I haven't done any videos on it yet, but I will be sharing that journey like I've shared every single other journey on these pages. I'll be sharing my weight loss medication journey. But I've tried a few weight loss medications. One, I've tried phentermine right before weight loss surgery. I was not having a good time with it. It really had some cardiac issues. Like it gave me more cardiac issues than I already had, like high heart rates. My blood pressure was really high, which my doctor warned me about. So I got off that real quick. I didn't even lose any weight on it. I got off it like within a couple of days. I didn't like the way it took to me. And then about 7-8 months post-op, when I was going through it mentally is when I first started to think about weight loss medication. Went back to my doctor and got on Contrave. It's a weight loss pill. That was working for me just fine until about 4 weeks on the pill, and it made me violently nauseous. I've never been nauseous like this in my life. I have had 2 C-sections, went through weight loss surgery. I don't get nauseous. Even when I'm drinking, I don't get nauseous. It made me violently nauseous. So I had to get off of it. And I've been trying to get back on it. I still have the pills in my house. I've been trying to take it again. It immediately makes me sick. So, like I said, I've been comfortably sitting at 183. My goal weight is about 150. I carry my weight in my upper body and my arms. So I do want to get down, maybe not to my goal weight of 150, but I do want to lose more weight. I'm honest enough to say that. Some people, they lose a lot of weight on weight loss surgery. They never make it to their goal weight and they're fine with that. Me, however, I know I want to lose more weight. So I say all that to say I am going to be starting GLP-1s this week. It's on its way to me now. I should get it on Thursday and I'll be taking it on Thursday. I'm going to be starting, what is it called? Semaglutide. So it's the shots you take once a week. I got a consultation with the doctor about it. I have to pay it out of pocket because my insurance is TRICARE. They're not gonna give it to me. They're not gonna give it to me. I already know this. And so we just got our taxes and I was like, I'm going to take $1,000 and invest it in myself. Like I'm going to invest it in myself and see if I can get down to my goal weight or close to it, just lose a little bit more weight. So GLP-1s, weight loss surgery, whatever method you lose for weight loss, it's just a tool. It's just a tool. And I don't frown upon anybody who uses a tool for weight loss because some of us need the tools. I wish I could be a person to naturally lose weight. I would never get weight loss surgery or use medication if I can naturally be successful, but that's not the story for us all. And it is what it is. What am I going to do? Have this oh, I'm so much better than you because I didn't get weight loss surgery and I didn't use medication, but I'm still fat because I can't keep my weight off? Or am I going to humble myself and do what's best for my health? I'm going to do what's best for my health. And if a tool is going to get me there, then kudos to me. I'm going to use that tool. But I will be showing y'all that journey. I will be showing y'all that journey. I'm going to be jumping back into my fitness routine, really cleaning up my diet some, probably go back to weighing and tracking everything, just because I'm now going to be weighing myself and tracking my food as a tool. Those things, the scale, tracking your calories, all of that stuff is tools to see what is working for your body and not working for your body. You should not be a slave to it. And I am at a healthy point mentally in my journey to understand that that scale is not going to rule my life. If it goes up, if it goes down, it does not control my life. Weighing and tracking my food, it does not control my life. It's not that serious. It's just a method so that I can see what is working and what is not. And what is not, I find a new plan. I realized I need to do some mental work. Canceled my 15th date. I had anxiety attack last night, and I think I need to reset. I've lost 21 pounds on my own. What was the name? Mentioned for the weight loss pill? It was called Contrave. Phentermine and Contrave. Those are the two that I use. My insurance is TRICARE. They have 5 weight loss medications that we could take. Those were the first 2, Phentermine and then Contrave. I didn't even go back into the clinic to see what was the other 3 because I know GLP-1s work for people. I'm just going to pay for what's going to work. Period. I'm not about to sit there and be a test dummy yet again. I'm trying to end everything evenly. It's just very emotional time for me. I thought it would be good, but it's difficult. I understand. I definitely understand, Daisy. Just know that it will come to an end. Eventually, it will get better. But I do understand. What exactly are you having a hard time with? Are you nauseous, vomiting? Are you not able to get your protein in? Keep anything down? You're in pain? Like, what exactly is difficult for you right now, being 5 days post-op? GLP-1s, I cannot tell you what it stands for, but it's Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, like all of that stuff. Those are GLP-1s. Those are the injections that people use for diabetes, but they're also coming out with the GLP-1s that are specifically for weight loss. So I'm using semaglutide. I'm pretty sure it's just for weight loss and not for like diabetics, because I would hate to take a medication from someone who's actually diabetic, because I do understand there's like a shortage of it because everyone is using it for weight loss. But yeah, but I don't know what it stands for, like all the initials. Ooh. While I'm on here, let me show y'all. Ooh. So these are the journals that I keep referencing. These are ones that I actually made in my brain. I made these journals. They are weight loss surgery specific journals. There's 3 here. This one is The Journey Begins. It's for the pre-op stage. So for whoever is in that pre-op, waiting for their surgery stage. This is a 6-month-long journal, but any of these journals will help you no matter where you are in your weight loss surgery journey. But this one I made specifically for the people who are pre-op. They're guided journals. This one is The Journey Within. This is actually a really popular one. I'm actually about to be sold out of these. But it's for year 1. And it's 366 journal prompts in here because it's a year long to help you in that first year of weight loss surgery. And then this one is Journey to Wholeness. This is for us OGs beyond the first year of weight loss surgery. Again, it's another 366 daily guided journal prompt. And so I specifically, like I said, at the 6-month mark is when I started to really tap into the mental part of weight loss surgery, my weight loss surgery journey, and I started journaling. And then, of course, as I'm starting to write down my feelings, I'm just going on Amazon to look to see if there's any types of journals that's out there like this already. And so there are weight loss surgery journals on Amazon that you can find, but still they focus on food and weight tracking and, you know, all of the things that I just really could not consume my time with. Hey, Natalia. I couldn't consume my mind with. I know too much about that. Thanks, girl. I know too much about that to be trying to like consume my life with it again. I really wanted to tap into the mental. So there is no guided journals that are specific to weight loss. That's specifically going to ask you about your past trauma. What is your association with food and your connection with fitness and your body image issues? Like, there's nothing out there that's like that, so I made it. So y'all can go to my website, digressandigest.com, and check them out. I have like actual videos where you can like look to see what the journals look like. But yeah, like I said, I'm almost sold out from the middle one, the Journey Within, because a lot of people are like pretty much just got their weight loss surgery, so they're working on themselves, but they'll be stocked up soon. But yeah. Yes, yes. I see other patients' food and I'm like, that is gonna be my life, and it's scary a little bit. But have you looked at my page, Daisy? Have you looked at all of the meals that I eat? There's a lot of us out there that's showing our journeys. Natalia is one of them, that are showing our journeys, and our plates look just fine. Like, yes, in the very beginning, in those first couple of months, you will be eating very bland. You will be eating very minimal. Like, it will be a bit boring as you're starting to heal. But after those 3 months, and when you're starting to tolerate more food, when you're starting to like be in the testing phase to see what you can tolerate again, like we're eating real food, baby. We're eating real food. I eat Chick-fil-A. I eat Chipotle. I'm eating tuna poke right now. I'm having a tuna poke bowl right now. I'm drinking sparkling water. I drink diet soda. I use a straw. I drink alcohol. I have junk food sometimes. Like, I eat really normal and it's not affecting my weight. And that's also what helped me heal my relationship with food, knowing that my body is tolerating food just fine. Now, am I making smarter choices? Am I making healthier choices? Of course, because I understand how my food choices can affect my weight loss and weight regain. But I don't label any food as bad. I don't label anything as bad. I take everything into moderation and balance, and I hold myself accountable to my decisions. So even this week, I was having pretty much a junky week. Like, I get these points in my journey where I feel very restrictive. Like my stomach just doesn't want to eat. So I'm like picking up small little quick little things, and it's probably not the most nutritious thing, but then I know next week I'll probably be back to normal and I'm eating my salad, and like today I'm eating a salad. So, I mean, there's highs and lows in this journey for sure, but don't feel like if you're on these apps, and this is for everybody, if you're on these apps and you're watching these creators talk about their weight loss surgery journey and their views and how they're doing their journey doesn't align with what you want your life to look like, don't you messy. Don't follow them. Don't follow them. You don't have to leave them hate, but don't follow them. There are a lot of us who are who are if you wanna come up here, girl, let me know. But there are a lot of us who are finding balance and moderation that fits our lifestyle. They fit our lifestyle. And so, yes, like I have fast food once a week. And when I go to fast food places, I pick the healthier option. That's because I want to. I could probably still get by going to Chick-fil-A, having a spicy deluxe sandwich and medium fries and a lemonade. I probably won't be able to finish it all, but I can probably still get by doing that, but I just don't want to. I'm fine with grilled chicken nuggets and the kale crunch salad and the diet Sunjoy, and I'm still eating Chick-fil-A, and I'm happy. I'm happy. If I want something, I will allow myself to have the normal thing, but I'm happy. Okay, girl. Have a good rest of your shift. Oh, I had gastric sleeve. You're having bypass, but I'm scared I'm 18. Oh, you want to get bypassed, but you're scared you're 18. So what does your doctor say? Are you having these conversations with your doctor? Are they suggesting bypass? And yeah. You did it. You did what, Brenda? I'm only losing 1.5 to 2 pounds 7 weeks post op. Sunny, are you finding other ways to track your weight loss? Are you finding other ways to track your weight loss? Ooh, it's making me do that puzzle. 1 second. Are you finding other ways? Oh, you had your bypass yesterday? Yay! Yay. Yes, but are you finding other ways to track your weight loss? Like, stop relying on that scale and start pulling up, start measuring your inches, start measuring your, start looking at your before and after pictures, start paying attention to your clothing sizes. Like, that was my favorite. And I don't talk about this enough, but pay attention to the non-scale victories as well. Like, those first 3 months after weight loss surgery, I already had a ton of non-scale victories. Like, my blood pressure alone, I was just telling y'all how my blood pressure was giving me headaches, and it was at 190, 110, and I was on medication. As soon as I had my weight loss surgery, first of all, I had to stop all of my medications before my surgery, but I actively decided not to get back on my medication after surgery. And in 3 months, I was at a normal blood pressure range, 120 over 80. Now I'm pretty much like 110 over 70. I haven't taken my blood pressure in a long time, but it's normal still. My heart rate, I wear my Apple Watch all the time. I can be sitting and my heart rate was at 100. And then when I get up and take a couple of steps, it's at 120. Now my resting heart rate is at 50. I walk, it's at 70. Like, I pay attention to when I'm running. Like, when I was running, my heart rate would be at like 190 when I'm like full blown running. Now it's like comfortably at like 150. And like, I pay attention to all of these non-scale victories. Now that I'm down 100 pounds, like, I see my hand veins. I can feel my hand veins. I can see my veins in my feet. When I go get my blood drawn, they can find my veins just fine, especially if you're a big arm girl. Like, they can find my veins just fine. I'm at a normal blood pressure cuff. I used to have to use the thigh cuff. That's how big my arms were. The thigh cuff. Now I'm at the regular adult one that's long. Most people are. I'm like, so when that scale is really like kicking your butt, because I understand it definitely does kick your butt, pay attention to the non-scale victories. I really wish I would have taken some more time to pay attention to the non-scale victories and had a little more gratitude with my journey. And fuck your doctor. Period. Period. Fuck your doctor. Some people in the beginning lose weight slowly, and then as they're going on, it starts dropping. Some people have a gradual weight loss. Some people, like me, will drop all of their weight in the first 6 months and will stall out for the rest of the time. I know they talk about that honeymoon stage can be anywhere from the first year to 18 months. My honeymoon stage was 6 months, and that's all my sleeve gave me. 6 months, I lost my 70 pounds. And since 6 months post-op, I'm now 13 months post-op. I've only lost 15, which is why I'm on the semi-glutide. I'm going to be taking the semi-glutide to lose the extra 30 pounds that I want to lose. But when I look back at my journey overall, I've lost 104 pounds. That's still nothing to fret about. That's nothing to beat myself over just because it was faster in the beginning and slower now. So try not to focus on the now. Focus on the overall journey. And it's hard because you're in the beginning. So I understand it is hard to focus on what's to come because you don't know what's to come. But focus on the overall journey. Get yourself a journal, work on your mental health, and yeah, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Here, let me drop my website in the comments for y'all, anddigest.com. That's where y'all can find my weight loss surgery journals. There's videos on them if you want to get a little sneak peek. And sign up for the newsletter so that you can get 10% off your first order before you purchase. I always ship out all of the orders before 4 p.m. If you make the order before 4 p.m., then it will be shipped out that same day. So yeah. Hey, Morg. I'm 2 weeks post-op. I notice when I walk about a block, my heart rate goes up to 150. Is that normal? That's a question that you got to ask your doctor about. I'm not a professional. I don't want to advise you on that. If you're concerned about it though, speak to your doctor. I'm currently 380. I think that it would be the best surgery for me. It depends, and this is where having a consultation with your surgeon can help, because you're also young. You just said you were 18, so even though yeah you are 380, I'm 35. I'm gonna be 35 this year, and I just had my surgery. And so you have time on your side. So you may not necessarily, if you don't already suffer from like GERD and acid reflux and stuff, then VSG might not have, I mean, the bypass might not have to be your first option. Like the sleeve might be just enough to kick your metabolism back into where it needs to be. Plus you have time of having your youth on your side. And so you may be able to still lose all of the weight that you want to lose, but sit down with the surgeon and figure it out together. What would be the best option for you? My surgeon gave me an option. I could have chose bypass or the sleeve. I chose the sleeve. I chose the sleeve because I felt like it was going to give me more of a normal life that I wanted. I wanted to feel like I basically didn't have surgery. And the crazy thing is, I got exactly what I want. I literally had a normal journey. And I'm so thankful for that. I got exactly what I wanted. I would not even imagine that my body just reacted so well to the sleeve. But and even if I don't lose any more weight, like I am fine right here at 183. So yeah, just talk to your surgeon and come up with the best plan of action. How soon did you start dropping clothing sizes? So I did not start really shopping until I was about 6 months post-op. Like I had my surgery in March of 2023. My birthday was in May, so I got me a little birthday outfit. That's when I realized, oh, I went from, because my highest weight was 287. I started my weight loss surgery journey at 264. And I was a 2X top, 1X bottom, sometimes 3X top. So by the time my birthday came in May, I was already down to an extra large top and a large bottom. Again, I carry my weight in my upper body. So when I bought me a birthday outfit, I was at that size. I didn't buy any number stuff until December. So about September, when I first started to buy clothes again, I was in a large top and bottom, a comfortable large top, a loose large bottom. And I was going into the winter season. I didn't have any, and we live in the state of Washington now. Before we were living in the state of Texas when I got my surgery. So I needed winter stuff. So I started buying like some more leggings and sweaters and all that stuff. And I was pretty much solid large. Here's the thing. I knew when I bought my clothes, I knew that I was obviously going to keep losing weight. So I would either fit, if I was going to wear it right then and there, then I would buy my clothing size. But if it was going to be a little while before I actually bought stuff, then I sized down. So I started buying a lot of like large and medium stuff. Now I fit comfortably into mediums. I bought my first pair of jeans, I think November or December, and I was a size 12. And I made sure to buy the jeans that were non-stretch because I wanted to see what was my true size. And then by February, I was a size 8. And now we're in April. I just bought some jean skirts, again, non-stretch, and I'm a size 6. So I'm in between 6 and 8. And that was also a couple weeks ago. So who knows? And like I said, I'm about to start semi-glutide to lose this last 30 pounds. So who knows where I'll be at? Who knows? I lost 60 pounds and 15 inches, almost 4 months post-op. I'm definitely looking for NSVs. Congratulations. Hey, Kiki. Kiki, are you back home yet? Kiki went to Mexico to have her weight loss surgery just the other day. Buying new clothes, and I kind of like bugged out a little bit. My 6 months post-op, that was like my favorite thing to do. Now I've chilled a lot on it, but buying new clothes was my favorite thing to do because I was able to go to all of the stores that I've wanted to go to before, like the American Eagle, and I mean, I always love Old Navy, but like not buy the plus size of stuff. H&M, Zara, like Zara is the hot new thing. Aritzia is the hot new thing, and I could not fit in those clothes. Now I can. So shopping has definitely been my favorite thing. And I still don't buy my clothes online unless it's like Amazon and I know the material, like some cheap like little sweatsuit that I have on now. I still go into store to try on my clothes because every time I go in there, it's like every month and a half, I'm fitting things differently or the material's a little different. So I need to try this material on to actually see. So I still haven't even like really online shopped, and I probably won't until I'm done losing weight and my weight stabilizes. I probably won't. And then eventually the goal is to have plastic surgery when, I don't know, whenever I can afford it. But then once am actually getting plastic surgery, I probably will stop buying clothes again and then, you know, do all that. Ooh. Okay. Always buy a size or two smaller. Yep. I'm 3 weeks post-op, started soft diet and gained 3 pounds. Motivation, that's not a true 3 pounds that you're gaining. It's not a true 3 pounds of fat that you just gained. We have to remember that. Like we see that scale is going to fluctuate. You have to think about, first of all, you just hit soft food. So you probably was on puree or liquids before that, which means you're actually taking in food now. Of course, that's going to weigh more than just drinking a protein shake. Or drinking a smoothie on a puree diet, baby food, whatever it was that she was consuming. That's one. Two, that weight the weight will fluctuate no matter what type of the day it is. Like you can be close to your menstrual cycle and now it went up, or you're off your menstrual cycle, or you're on it. Like it will go up and down. For me, that scale will go up the week before my menstrual, and the week of my menstrual it's starting to come down, and then like right after I'm like my lowest weight, and it's clockwork. Start paying attention to your body, and this is why it's important to use the scale as just a tool to see what it is that your body is doing, instead of thinking, oh, I gained 3 pounds of fat. No, you didn't. It could be water weight. You could have had a more sodium heavy diet. You probably was working out and drinking more water, and now that's messing with the scale. Like there's so many things that can mess with the scale. If you really start just paying attention to it, then you'll realize one day you'll be up 3 pounds, you'll be up 3 pounds, you'll be up 3 pounds, and then you're down 5 pounds. Just like that. Not even doing anything. Like I started to pay attention to it. I'm not changing my diet. I'm not changing my working out. I'm not changing anything. I'm just paying attention to the scale, and I realized up, 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 down, up, down, up, down. You get what I'm saying? So don't fret over it. Don't fret over it. Week 1 weigh-in. I'm down 9 pounds this week and officially hit 65 pounds down from my highest weight. Yes, congratulations, Kiki. I'm so proud of you, girl. I'm thinking now about going to EOC for my plastic surgery. I've been like stalking their plastics page, their plastics Facebook page. Hey Nadia, did you get your journal? I think it said delivered, or maybe it's in transit. I don't know. I had a few orders go out. But yeah, I've been thinking about going to EOC for plastics because they do really good work and it's cheaper. My entire dream body would cost $33,000, whereas when I went to a consultation here in Seattle, it was $35,000 just for a tummy tuck. I'm on both TikTok and YouTube Live, so there's something that's coming in. Hello, would the surgery be for loose skin? Plastic surgery would be for loose skin, Quincy. Yeah. Because I have a lot of it after weight loss surgery. Are you referring to weight loss surgery or plastic surgery? I don't know where you came in with me rambling. I had surgery yesterday and this pain is the worst. I feel you. First of all, congratulations, brown sugar. I feel you. I did not have too much actual pain. Like those first couple of days, like there was pain there, especially from the incision that they pull your stomach out of. I had the gastric sleeve, so that incision they pull your stomach out of definitely felt like burning, pulling, very sore. But for me, my pain was associated with the gas pain. I had gas pain very badly. It lasted me for a month. So the gas pain was so bad, it consumed any surgical pain that I had. Like if I had surgery pain, I can tell you right now, I didn't even pay attention to it because the gas pain was so bad. Also, I've had 2 C-sections. So my weight loss surgery was nothing in comparison to that. But that's just me. But I mean, it will go away. Stay ahead of your pain medicine. Like stay on top of it if it is bothering you. Don't wait until, oh, I'm feeling it, because by the time the pain medicine will kick in, you're really gonna be feeling it. So stay on top of it. If it's 1 pill every 6 hours, set an alarm and take it. Take it at the 6-hour mark. Don't wait until 7, 8 hours later when you're starting to feel the pain. Don't, stay on top of it. Yeah, Katie, for me, I've only been overweight for the last 13 years. And so I was most comfortable. Like my lowest weight that I recall, I was 19. I was 150 pounds. I was a size small top and I was a size 6 bottom. And I felt my most comfortable there. And that's where I would like to get back to. My most comfortable was there. So we'll see what my body does. We'll see what my body does. Plus, I'm not planning on having any more children. My husband got the snip. So I'm trying to be a smash soccer mom for the rest of my life. Okay. Yes. Hollister and Hollister. My daughter, she's 13 and she loves Hollister. And I went in there and I was like, ooh, because Hollister, Abercrombie and Finch, like all of those places, by the time I can afford to even pay for that stuff, I was already too big. I was already too big for it. So I never got the chance. I lived a big life my entire 20s and mid 30s, up to my mid 30s, because I'm hitting my mid 30s now. And so now I'm just like shopping galore, just want to buy all the things that I never got the chance to buy and wear before. So I love me a little skirt. I love me dresses now. I love me a cute little a cute crop moment. Not there's a difference between cute crop and crop. I'm a cute crop moment. That's where I'm at. Yes, the notorious 3-week stall. Yep. Okay. To hit my goal before my doctor will schedule the weight loss surgery. Yeah. So and you may be lucky, Quincy. You may be lucky and may not even like have a ton of loose skin. Like loose skin it's not a guarantee, or the way it will come on you is not a guarantee that it will look the same for everyone. Like my friend Cara, she lost 147 pounds and loose skin wear. Like she has it on her belly, but it's so like you can tell she lost a lot of body fat to where all she is left with is skin. And she's comfortable in that. Me, however, I'm not comfortable in that. I'm not comfortable in that. So I'm getting mine cut off, period. Yeah, you guys, I've been on here for quite some time. My little one, she's sick and she's actually starting to wake up. So it's time for me to go be mommy. But my sister said having a baby is worse than recovering from the sleeve. Honestly, because they're really cutting you open. They're really cutting you open. Like, so that slow, the sleeve was nothing to me. The sleeve was nothing to me. I'm gonna answer a few more of these questions and then I'm gonna pop off, but I'll be back on tomorrow. Yes, it's also, so yeah, loose skin is also very genetic. The elasticity, how long your body has been stretched out, as well. So the girl who was on here who said that, she's 18, like she may be at an advantage because she may be able to drop her weight fast and may not even have like a lot of loose skin. So So yeah, there's a lot of factors that will hey y'all, there's a lot of factors that will go into it. Did you wait 6 months to have carbs? No, I was eating those low carb wraps at 11 weeks post-op, because I know I did a video on it. So that early on, I was sticking to wraps, but when my body was able to tolerate carbs, I started eating it. So I do bread, I do muffins, I do like the English muffins, I do bagels, I do pasta, I do wraps. I really don't do too much of like oatmeal and rice. My body can tolerate it, but I just don't, specifically rice, I don't like the way it sits in my stomach sometimes. It kind of sometimes just feels like it's not digesting well, and it just sits really heavy. It's weird. It's weird. When you're paying attention to your body after these weight loss surgeries, you'll recognize like the things that I'm talking about. Some things won't make you uncomfortable, but it will just sit weird. So there's some carbs that I stay away from, but that doesn't mean I don't have rice. Like I have it, but I just understand what is going to happen after the fact. Plus I get my fiber in through my carbs. Hey, Essence. I'm actually about to get off here now. Oh, you tried the wrap and it felt like a balloon. Yeah, so here's the thing with weight loss surgery, like especially once you get to the solid food stage, you'll have to try things. Try and try again. Some things just may not sit well with you. Like me, honestly, I can't eat raw vegetables like that. It actually hurts quite a lot. It gives me gas pain as if I just got off the surgical table. So I really don't like to eat raw vegetables, but I keep trying because I understand it's healthy, it's nutritious and all that stuff. So I stopped eating raw vegetables actually like a couple of months ago. I kind of like backed off of it, but now I'm starting to eat it again. So we'll see if my body can now digest it just fine. Of course, I'll give y'all updates via videos, but yeah, you may have to just try again in a few months and see how your body tolerates it. What's the berry melts? Can you show us? Yes, I can show y'all my vitamins real quick. 1 second. So I take berry melts vitamins. If y'all been following me from the very beginning, then y'all will recognize I've been taking these multivitamins, these bariatric multivitamins since my pre-diet liquid stage. So for my surgical clinic, we had to have chewable, dissolvable type of vitamins until we were approved for solid food. So pretty much 2 to 3 months post-op, I was taking these. Once I was approved for solid foods, they told us that we can go to the tablets. So that's what I did. I went to tablets, and I did not have a good time with tablets. I just have a hard time with swallowing pills now after weight loss surgery. So I tried the tablets for a good 3 months, and by 6 months post-op, I stopped taking my vitamins, period. I stopped taking my vitamins, even the 1-a-days, I stopped taking them. But then I started to realize that I started getting sick, like a common cold, really easily, especially because I have young kids. I go to school and daycare. Plus, I also work in the ER, and it was the cold season. So at 11 months post-op, I was like, I don't need to force myself to take tablets. I can go right back to my chewable vitamins. So that's what I started doing. So I've been taking berry melts again ever since. I'm 13 months post-op, and now I work with berry melts. So if y'all want to try berry melts, y'all can save you 20% by using my code Janee20, Janee 20. Will save you 20% off your bariatric vitamins. Why you're changing them? Do you just want to try something new? Are they not like working for your body? Because I tell you one thing, once you find a vitamin that does work for you, that you have no problem with taking, just stick to it. Just stick to it, because I did try to change out things, and it just so these they've always worked right for me. Whether I can eat something or not eat something, it will be just fine in my stomach. People complain about like how thick, especially the calcium is, how thick or maybe how chalky it is. It's never bothered me. It's never bothered me. No, it's never bothered. As a matter of fact, let me take mine. I have not taken my vitamins all day today. It tastes like the Flintstones kids to me. To me. To me. I get that. So definitely, definitely, if I were you, I would go through different people. Like a lot of us are working with bariatric companies now. So like go and search for somebody's code while you're trying to test different vitamins. Like you can find a code for Berry Life if you want to try that. You can find a code for ProCare. I don't know who else is out there. Berry Life, Berry Melts, and ProCare are the main three that I constantly see. But somebody has a discount code out there while you're trying to test things. But I don't know. These, they taste good to me. They remind me of the Flintstone kids. The calcium, however, is a little thick, is a little chalky. I will agree with you with that, but I'm used to taking it now, so it doesn't bother me. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Let me go take care of my little one. She's starting to wake up. Man. Mm-mm-mm, 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 mm-mm-mm.